Rob has done over $250 million in sales by selling products on Amazon. Genius Brands is one of the many different Amazon businesses Rob has started, and I flew out to Puerto Rico to interview Rob in his multi-million-dollar mansion, and Rob's gonna show you exactly how he's been able to do over $250 million in sales on Amazon, the biggest mistakes he's made on Amazon, including some mistakes that have cost him tens if not hundreds of thousands of dollars, and his top advice on how you can have success by selling products on Amazon. And if you're looking to make a lot of money online, stay till the end of this video because Rob is sharing all the secrets on how he's made a ton of money by selling products on Amazon. And make sure to like this video because Rob is a busy guy. He made enough money to be able to retire by 28, but he's still hustling, and he's gonna teach you all the secrets you need to know in this video. Let's work backwards and let's talk about probably what is your most successful company, Genius. And I know last year you guys did over $30 million in revenue, $4 million in profit, but I know it didn't start out that way. How did you start this company and how did you grow it to a multi-million dollar company?
Originally, the first product was like Thermal Vitality 365. So under that same entity. And long story short, it was starting to like kind of make a little profit, but didn't really have real brand identity. And Whole Foods came in and sued me because they had the 365 trademark. They didn't sue me. They said, get rid of this product, disgorge your profits, never come back again. So that was the end of that one. That was the first product actually under that brand and seller account. And so I decided to go back to the drawing board. It was really frustrating. I think I had like $3,000 in the business at that point. And that, I mean, very little money. And basically, you know, talked to the co-manufacturer. I was like, hey, can you guys kind of help front load this deal? So they bankrolled both Genius Burn and Genius Caffeine coming out. And that was the start of the business.
And you started with around $3,000. Your first year, you did over $300,000. Next year, $3 million. Next year after that, $10 million. What did you do to make it grow so much?
I mean, it was just like this constant state of trying to learn and improve and, you know, leverage Amazon, learn the rules, right? And keep building and keep creating and keep innovating more products, you know, and just constantly reinvesting in the business. Like P&B, you built to cash flow, right? And you wanted to make a certain amount of passive income a day. And that's awesome too. For me, it was a different approach. Like from day one, I wanted to build a $100 million company. So I wasn't really focused on the profit, on the bottom line. You know, I was living at home when I first started the business. So it was just all in, guns blazing. Let's spend money on advertising. Let's figure it out because from my perspective, that's what marketing is. Marketing is a lot of experimenting, a lot of small losses, ultimately trying to find the big breakthroughs. Brings me to the next point. How do you go from 3 million to 10 million? And we talked about this a little bit yesterday, but Genius Joy, right? It was the first flagship of the brand where I really felt like we kind of had our identity. And that one was just I wanted to solve a problem. I hated the SSRIs. I hated, you know, seeing everybody depressed, anxiety running rampant. I was like, you know what? Maybe a natural solution will help the world just a tiny bit. So that's where we came out with Genius Joy. And I didn't look at the market and say like, oh, okay, this needs to be $29.99. No, this needs to be $39.99. No, I said I need to make a product that works. And then I'll use what I've learned about Amazon and it'll do well or not. And, you know, at the end of the day, it wasn't like an algorithm hacking thing or anything like that. It was make a product so good that it'll win in any environment. And that was kind of the start. It was really eye-opening for Genius. And I think that's where we turned the corner from 3 to 10 and then applied that same understanding from 10 to 30.
And there's two really important things I want to point out here. The first one is he created a passion product. He created something that he was really passionate about, something you basically combined your love of supplements and your desire to help people out that are suffering from depression and created something that was...
Well, myself. Like these were products these were always products I wanted to take.
That's even better.
Straight up. Yeah.
And I see that as a commonality in a lot of people that have success in the entrepreneur game. They're creating something that they really believe in, that a lot of times that they are the customer for. The second thing that we didn't go into detail about in this video, but we did a separate video talking in depth about how Rob grew Genius, is he created Joy and a bunch of other products that ended up catapulting the brand right after all of his reviews were wiped on all of his different products, right after a huge down trend, basically a lot of the cash from your balance sheet was just completely wiped away overnight. And this is another trend I see with successful entrepreneurs. A lot of times the worst thing that happens in their business ends up spiking into the greatest thing that could have possibly happened.
Whenever something is really, really negative or something is really, really bad, you have to find a way to look at that through the lens of opportunity. I mean, you have to. And that's what entrepreneurship's all about.
A lot of times these catastrophes, these destructions is a chance for you to rebuild from all the previous knowledge you have. And this kind of leads into the next point. A lot of people will look at Rob and be like, wow, his first brand ever, he was able to build this $70 million Amazon brand. You know, how lucky he is, how smart he is, whatever. But the truth is a little bit more complex. You've been doing Amazon well before Genius. You already had some knowledge going into that. Let's talk about how did you start on Amazon, even before then, maybe?
6 years ago, and I just graduated college. I liked supplements. That was an area of interest. I didn't know what I was going to do with my life. And I liked the idea of digital marketing. I liked the idea, obviously, nutrition. And my dad had a company at the time, a regional distributor, and then they also did some, it was like brokering. So they had it was all consumer electronics. And my uncle ran the division that helped sell consumer electronic brands on Amazon. So I kind of like poked around at that a little bit. And I found out, like basically at the time, it was so new. Amazon had done this awesome job of flooding in all these customers. All you really had to do was be able to get a brand listed, like just properly. You didn't even need all the right images at the time. You didn't need great bullets. You just kind of had to get a brand listed. And there was so little traffic on there that you could get them to sell. So I basically launched my own nutritional division and started, just hitting up supplement brands. And like, hey, I can help you Amazon, right? And bodybuilding.com was the big one at the time. But again, that's just right place, right time, because, I'd sign them to a deal, get a commission off their account, get them listed, and they'd start selling and they'd be really happy. And then of course I'd start to figure out, reviews are important, and images are important, and title is important. But this was a long time ago. In hindsight, if I could go back and mortgage everything I owned and throw it at all of my own brands, I'd be in a lot bigger house than this. But no, that's besides the point. I mean, there was luck there, but then it was realizing there was an opportunity, and then I went all in. Like it was like maybe 18 months in where I realized, this is like a huge opportunity. Like, I mean, just massive. And that remains today. I mean, Amazon is still in the old world. You needed to build out, distribution and regional sales teams and all these things to do 10 million in sales. Now you can do it with a computer and a couple applications, like dead serious. And, that unlocks entrepreneurial creativity. It unlocks like just so much potential for economic growth. And that's why I encourage everyone. Like they always ask me, starting up on Amazon, what do I need to sell? What product do I need to sell? I'm like, man, just think of an idea. Whatever your idea is, like there's some problem out there. Leverage Amazon to grow that idea. Like bring it to market, bring something quality, and just go. And that ties to your whole thing about passion project, which I love, because I think if people start from that and then figure out the technical skill, like how to navigate Seller Central, PPC, all those things, they're setting themselves up and they're putting themselves in a much better position for success because they already have their why.
And I want to point out again, Rob is one of the youngest, most successful people I've ever seen at the Amazon game. But it didn't happen overnight for him. And if you don't know what you want to sell on Amazon, you don't have an idea yet, do what Rob did. Start helping other brands start selling on Amazon. Learn the skills. And then when you're ready to start your own business, it's going to be that much easier.
Take the courses, like invest in yourself, learning the platform. And then hopefully, you'll see that idea, you'll see that opportunity. And that's when you can launch. Because I do think the days of like, arbitrage and like that sort of thing, they've sure
private label, yeah.
Yeah, they were great 6 years ago, but now you need to bring real entrepreneurial creativity and then leverage the technical skills, and sky's the limit from there.
Another thing that a lot of people don't know is Genius wasn't your first brand on Amazon. What was your first brand on? Yeah, let's talk about it.
So actually my first brand was this brand Modern Man. And it's a funny story. I had a good partner. We actually worked previously at he was one of my consulting clients. And then he was the VP of sales there, and he left and he went to work for a contract manufacturer. He knew I knew Amazon. He was like, hey, Rob, we should start a brand. So we both put in a little bit of money. We launched this first product, Modern Man. And, I learned a ton. And it was very early in the Amazon game. Like that was right at that 18-month mark where I was like, doing it yourself is probably better. A lot of ups and downs with that one. It was a very successful brand. It's still around today. And it could have been much, much bigger.
What other brands before or during the Genius time have you launched on Amazon?
Raw Synergies was one that had like a lot of good traction. The brand identity wasn't at a point to sustain. It was supposed to be just a clean sports nutrition brand. The brand identity wasn't there. So when the review wipes came, that brand didn't come back. So that was the other main one.
In a minute, I want to talk about the 3 biggest mistakes that Rob sees people making with their Amazon businesses. But one thing I want to make clear is Rob has helped companies do over $150 million on Amazon. Again, he learned a lot of really important lessons helping these other companies, doing consulting for these other companies. He did around close to another $100 million in his own brand. I can't stress this enough. Pay attention to what Rob's about to say with the 3 biggest mistakes, because he is one of the most successful Amazon entrepreneurs I've ever met. And With that being said, let's get into what are the 3 biggest mistakes you see people on Amazon making?
I mean, by far the biggest one, and this is more relevant today than ever before. It is coming forward with like private label crap and no why behind the brand. I mean, that in today's world is setting yourself up for failure. And I'll, you know, like I can nod to the history of Amazon where you used to be able to, you know, like 5 years ago, you could take Garcinia crap pills and throw them up there and, you know, pay a Facebook group for a bunch of reviews or something and sell. And that doesn't work today. It was never a sustainable strategy. All those sellers have since died out. Number 2, I'd say forcing yourself to be data driven and actually understanding what that means, peeling back the analytics, understanding your PPC metrics, understanding your search ranks, like really be data driven. I see people not data driven and there's a lot of waste. I mean, they spend too much money. They don't know where their money's going. And those are mistakes I've made personally. So, you know, trying to be very analytical from day one, it'll really help you in this environment of big data. And, you know, there's so many cool technologies emerging. So be data driven. And I guess part 3 of that, it really ties back to building systems and process early on. This is not something he'll laugh because he's seen me, you know, as I'm kind of setting up on my next thing. I've just been obsessive on trying to really have systems and, you know, organization, efficiency, and, you know, investing in that in day one. And that's very front loaded. We talk about this all the time, but it's front loading a lot of work so you can be more efficient down the road.
So for everybody at home, if they wanted to replicate your success, or if you had to do this again, what advice would you have for them?
Have a why. Have something that excites you because it'll help you answer the bell on those days that you got knocked down and you're not super thrilled about it. Like for Genius, that was my thing. I love the industry. So even when things were, you know, not going well, which they won't often, it gives you the ability to stand up, look it in the face and say, you know, I still like what I'm doing every day.
And again, if you haven't seen this video yet, click right here. It's how Rob actually started Genius and grew it to over a $70 million Amazon business, plus sold it so we could live in this amazing mansion here in Puerto Rico and just live an incredible life. So click on that video and we'll see you in the next video.